How's it going? Just wanted to come on here and talk about something. Now, this might throw a lot of people off, but to me, it's something very important, and it's something I should probably say something about. It's going to mean something to everybody, right? It's going to mean something different to everybody. For someone like me who has served in the Army, this concept is pretty important because you learn the value of it, and you learn the art of depending on your buddy, that fellow soldier, that person standing next to you. And if you don't develop this simple concept, you pretty much destroy everything that it means to be a part of an element. This concept gets branded into you from the time that you hit basic to the time that you hit your unit to the time that you get serving your time and doing your job and training and learning and growing as an element. Because in the military, they're all about this concept. And that's teamwork. There is the old concept or idea that a team is only as strong as its weakest link, and hence as weak as its strongest link. So think about that for a second, if you will, folks. Think about how often you're put into a teamwork type environment. If you actually go into work and you're not working from home, or you're not entrepreneur, or not working for yourself, you are pretty much put into a team type environment like every day. Pretty much your whole life. I mean, depending on what your job is that you're doing. I know some people that work for themselves. I know some people that they're a party of one. So, but teamwork. The key word there is team. The key word is they're multiple. Now, I guess I should add this in here, is if you're one of those folks who likes to be an individual, that's great. But if you're going to be in a team environment, being an individual, it's not going to get you real far. If you don't work well with others, it's okay. But once again, if you're in a team environment, hence at work, or doing a project with other coworkers, or doing stuff with your neighbors or your friends or your family, the key word is their team. Finding a way to make it work as a group so everybody benefits and nobody's left out. Now, I guess I should throw this in here too, because this is a pretty important concept that kind of degrades the whole teamwork thing too. Now, let's say for instance that you're in a work environment, right? And you have everybody who stands around and gossips about everybody, stands around and stabs each other in the back, and unable to communicate, and doesn't know how to communicate, and is scared to say what they need to say, and nobody seems to like function as a group, but everybody wants to act as individuals. Okay, one, that's a very toxic environment, right? Because how can you possibly be a part of a group but not know how to function as a group? Me coming from the military and serving almost 2 decades, teamwork is everything to me. It's everything. Communication, honesty, trust, self-sacrifice, personal courage, right? Like all the above. Integrity. Because there's someone there's somebody that's gonna have to depend on you, and you're gonna have to depend on somebody, right? Like that's a team environment. Being able to depend on other people. But when you're in a group of people and you're all equally guilty of the same things, like unable to communicate, failed to communicate, don't have integrity, always gossiping about each other, never able to work together, there's always some conflict that erupts when trying to work together, you're degrading the concept of teamwork. Right? And communication is absolutely the most important of it all. At least having enough trust in each other that the job gets done. So if you're working on a project and you have this person that's working on this aspect and that person that's working on this aspect and that person working on this aspect of it, then you have this person and then you have the group leader that's making sure that everybody is doing their part so the project gets done, then that means you have an obligation to do your part. Without argument, without fighting, without not giving your part, not doing your share of the project, not doing your part of the work, and expecting someone else to tap in and do it for you because you fail and you lack ambition. You lack the ability to be in a team. Now the crazy part is I see this at my workplace too. Like it's horrible. I do work on a good job. I do make decent money. And I work with a lot of older than me people. I work with a lot of people that are in their 50s and 60s. And for whatever reason, these folks cannot communicate. These folks cannot demonstrate the right ways to function in a team. And every day it's like I go into work and I do my share and so forth, and these folks are gossiping and they're unable to communicate. You have to constantly go up and talk to them and try to like formulate some kind of understanding of what it is they want so you can do your part of the job. So it makes it absolutely impossible when you have people that don't know how to communicate, don't know how to act as a team. It makes it really difficult. So just remember this. If you work as a team, there's going to be sacrifices. There's going to be things that you may or may not be uncomfortable with or comfortable with, but it's in the balance of your team. And sometimes you may have to sacrifice things for the good of the team. That's how it works. But you have a great night. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.